All rise.
Thank you. Please be seated. This is an action entitled State of Ohio Plaintiff versus George Washington Wagner IV. It's case number 2018 CR 155 and is scheduled today for a pretrial. We also had it scheduled for hearing on a number of defense pretrial motions. The record should reflect that the defendant is present in court today, wearing civilian clothing, but receiving restraints about his body. He is represented by his attorneys, John Patrick Parker and Richard M. Nash Jr. Both of those attorneys are with the defendant today. The state of Ohio is represented by the prosecuting attorney, Rob Junk. We have special prosecuting attorney, Angela Wagner, and special prosecuting attorney, David Andrew Wilson. Also, Brian Scheider of the Ohio Bureau of Criminal Identification and Investigation is also present. We have scheduled a number of things today. We have, first of all, the defense has requested through discovery a copy of the proffer of Edward Jake Wagner, and the state has agreed to furnish that to defense counsel by August, on or before August 2nd of this year. The motions, some of the motions that were scheduled for hearing today, it's my understanding, may be withdrawn, some of them, and there may be some additional motions filed. So we have scheduled a motion hearing date for September 13th at 1:30 p.m. promptly at that time, so we can get all of the motions that are still pending at that time heard. And we have set a trial date in this case for April 4, to commence April 4, 2022 at 8:30 a.m. today. Now, did counsel from the state have anything else you wish to put on the record?
Your Honor, we did also ask for reciprocal discovery. Based on some of the statements that were made back in chambers, we would request that the court consider making that 60 days after the August 2nd date, proffered date, if that's acceptable to the court.
Defense, Mr. Parker?
Yeah, Judge, I think we need more than 60 days to investigate whatever we learned in Jake's proffer, because we've not been provided that, even though it's been available for 2 months. We have not received that. We are entitled to that under Criminal Rule 16. And once we get it, I understand it's more than 10 hours of recorded statements. So once we get that, we need an adequate amount of time to investigate whatever we need to investigate. And we'll certainly comply with our discovery obligations. As the court is aware, this case kind of took a 180 about 2 months ago. And so we will certainly comply with our Rule 16 obligations.
There's 60 days after August 2nd, if provided that you are given a copy of Jacob Wagner's proffer by that time, does 60 days after that date sound like reasonable?
No, it doesn't.
It's not?
It probably does not. We won't know till we hear it. We are continuing the investigation as we go on. If we have any witnesses or physical evidence to turn over to the state, we'll certainly do that in a timely way. It's been 2.5 years, and their investigation is ongoing as well.
Let us do this. The court will put that on at that 60 days after August 2 as a date by which the defense should provide reciprocal discovery to the extent that they have, based upon the information that they have at that time. And then if additional time is needed to provide additional reciprocal discovery based upon the investigation that you're doing, simply point that out to the court. The court can grant an extension.
Thank you, Judge.
Does that satisfy the state?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
All right. Anything further from the state?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Anything that the defense wishes to place on the record here?
No, thank you, Judge.
All right, let me ask defense counsel, are you satisfied with the access that you're having to Mr. Wagner?
Yes, Ross County's been very cooperative. Thank you.
Mr. Wagner, are you satisfied with the access that you're having to your attorneys?
Yes, sir.
Are you satisfied with the representation, the representation that you're providing, that they're providing you in your defense in this case?
Yes, sir.
You can talk to your attorneys before answering this if you wish, but are there any other complaints or anything that you wish to say to the court?
No, sir.
If nothing further, then we are adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
I think the judge is going to talk to us.